had in this piece by Alan Davey, and it's from 2011 and it's called Listen. And I thought I would explain a bit about this piece. So Alan Davey was very much known for his mysticism, often known as sort of a shaman. This is during his later life, just before he was diagnosed with cancer, and where his method of practice turned more to drawing while he was in hospital rather than these big scale paintings. And I haven't seen one that's quite this far along before, so I found it quite interesting. So what we can see here is a mixture. You can see all the inspirations from different parts of his life all come together into one place. For example, throwing back the whole way to the 60s, we have things of oak art coming out, which was in the 60s. It was kind of about hypnosis. They're meant to be entryways and voids into different worlds, but potentially they could also be in the same way that we've painted on the front of the gallery from the Ndebele tribe in Africa. He was very much inspired by the way that they paint their houses, and we painted diamonds on the front of the gallery to try and represent that. It's meant to be welcoming. As you can see here, it's very similar to the one we have called Autumn Blooming, which is very similar to this sort of shape. Often he had an obsession with tribal masks, and here you can see it looks like a creature, and he was a jazz musician, and he often spoke about how the pictures would paint themselves. He would listen to music, and he, in the same way that music would just guide him, he would paint in that way. So in all of his paintings you have this idea of movement, and this could be a creature. He was inspired by the Aboriginal tribes, potentially meaning spirit, and the idea that it's called Listen, I think, is how you're meant to feel the movement, feel the sound within the colour. He often talks about different colours being different tones, different notes, different keys, and about how when you look at it visually together, it builds chords, and you can see all of that based around it. Thanks.
Cool.